Hello. The purpose of this video is to show you how to make a good grade on the midterm. First off, the midterm is divided into two parts, part 1 and part 2. And I'll be going over that in detail, but this makes the project very easy to get a good grade on. So part 1 is simply to take a look at the PowerPoint that's provided in Canvas and then convert that PowerPoint into a Microsoft Word document. So open up the PowerPoint that's provided in this midterm project and type in to a Word document basically the contents of the PowerPoint, sort of like this. I put sort of a header right here in my Word document, and then I left some of these out. But just fill these in and you've got half of project done. And the other half of the project is to submit this Python file right here. You must submit it as a PY, as I have set up Canvas to not, for this part of the project, to not accept anything except a Python programming file. So what we're looking for in this particular midterm is your ability to follow detailed instructions and to type carefully enough to get a Python program to run. So if you were to do both of these exactly like we want you to, then let me talk about how we would score your grade. So what I've done is shown you how you can get a good grade. So for example, if you turn in the ethical standards complete, you'll get 50% or 50 points out of 100. And if you turn in the Python program exactly as given and it runs, you will get 60% of those points. So this would be 50, and 60% of 50 would be 30. So 50 plus 30 would be 80, and that would be a letter grade B on the midterm by just typing up a Word document from a PowerPoint and just typing in from the screen provided the Python and getting it to run. So that's a pretty easy B, okay? So you should be good. And even if you don't get the A part of this, which I'm going to explain in a minute, this still shouldn't hurt your grade overall in the semester because it's just 20 points away. And if you've been doing all your work like you should, 20 points wouldn't hurt you. If you have a strong A average right now, losing a few points here on the midterm would not hurt you. Okay, but now how do you get an A? That's the question we want to talk about right now. And you're going to get an A in this or a B in this. Well, actually you can get an A, a 90 A, or you can get a 100 A. So what you have to do is you have to modify line 4. You have to modify or fix or make line 4 stronger. So right now this program runs really good and does a great job. I'll run it for you right now and show you what this program does. You can see it lists all the prime numbers between 1 and 100. Which is exactly what I want this to do. There's 25 prime numbers between 1 and 100, and this program lists them all. It does a great job, okay? But what I want the people who are going to try to bump their letter grade from B to an A, I want them to modify line 4 such that it works with less effort. So what you would have to do, and I'm going to pull this other file over here onto the screen now, but basically, I'm going to copy this over into another document. So give me just a second to do that. Okay, so I've got this now. All right, so to move your letter grade from a B to an A, you will need to modify line 4 of this code here, only line 4. To cause exactly 655 iterations. So currently, as this is written, there's 1,133 iterations. This program runs 1,133 iterations currently. But we're going to ask you to modify line 4 so that this program iterates much less, down to 665. So if you get that figured out and reduce this iterations to 665, that will get you an A or a 90, an A. And if you do even better and modify line 4 to an even better method, that will move your grade from an A to an A+. And so in that case, you will need to modify line 4 to cause exactly 245 iterations to solve the same problem. So moving your grade to an A or an A+ will of course require you to understand the program enough to modify it on only one line, and that you're able to implement this change correctly. Okay. So I hope that answers all your questions. If you have any questions, please send me an email. Good luck, and I hope you enjoy this midterm assignment project.